النهارده معايا ضيف مميز جدا. ضيفي مش بس جراح من امهر جراحين العالم، لكنه انسان خدم الانسانيه وكرس حياته وشغله وابحاثه لخدمه المرضى والمحتاجين خصوصا الاطفال. ابقوا معانا ولقاء مميز جدا مع السير بروفيسور دكتور مجدي يعقوب بعد الحضور. With us today is Dr. Yaqub. Dr. Yaqub is an Egyptian surgeon who moved to the United Kingdom and established himself as its leading heart transplant specialist. He has operated on thousands and thousands of children with heart defects, prime ministers and celebrities all over the world. Dr. Yaqub has worked with Lady Diana and been knighted and awarded the Order of Merit by the Queen of England, and he was named Sir Magdi Yaqub. Dr. Yaqub is the founder and director of the growing Aswan Heart Center, as well as the Chain of Hope charity, using the latest technology and innovations in the world. Why New Aswan?
And New Aswan is a concept which has evolved from the current Aswan, which has been being designed or in the pipeline for 25 to 30 years, but actually has been in existence only 6 to 7 years, and has achieved a whole lot of things. Importantly, its main message is a humanitarian element, is to treat people who are poor, desolate, in pain, with very complex conditions, heart conditions, mainly children, but also adults and older people, offering them the very best which science and medicine can offer, at the same time give them their dignity, and that's all regardless of color, religion, money, because everything is being offered free of charge. That's the humanitarian element which is essential and has been delivered by the current Aswan and by a whole team of people who believe in exactly the same thing, from the doctors, the scientists, the administrators, the technicians, the cleaners, the security, all of them believe in the same concept, and that's going forward. Linked to that humanitarian element is the word excellence. So excellence can only be achieved by giving the young people the freedom and the training, the freedom of thought, what I call intellectual freedom, to actually innovate, to discover, to serve, and therefore you find that research is an integrated element in current Aswan, but it's going to be expanded in a very big way in the new Aswan. Up to 20 to 30% of the resources are being allocated to research and training and innovation. So this is really important because that is what Egypt needs. And with the new Aswan being a whole campus, it will expand the facilities about 4 to 5 times, because we will have 300 pediatric beds and 300 adult beds, and we will have an entire floor as well as quadrangles dedicated for research. All of that has been already designed by one of the world's best architects, Lord Norman Foster, and it is a huge campus which actually offers what old Aswan, what the current Aswan is doing, but in an expanded, futuristic way, including the use of renewable energy, solar energy, no pollution, and all these elements combined together is essential, badly needed, both in Egypt, in the region, but I dare say in the world, because the science and the discoveries which comes from a center of excellence, which this is, apart from giving a chance to the talented people in Egypt to contribute to world science, but also it will show the world that there is new science coming out from an entirely neglected continent and a whole lot of people, and that will be win-win for everybody concerned, but mostly for the Egyptians and for the region, but for the entire world.
Do you think the world needs more new Aswan in many different countries?
In a big way, I think one, that the world needs to understand that global medicine and offering the very best to the neglected population is something which has come of age, and centers of excellence to offer free of charge whenever possible to the local populations is a must. And it is essential for the world to understand that. The next thing is that the contribution of the talent from this part of the world, particularly in the different ethnic populations, the different genetic background, is very, very badly needed.
How can we contribute?
We contribute by offering this unique type of studies to a neglected population, which actually the genetics are different. In what way? In that we now know that the same genes can produce either different types of diseases, phenotypes, in the same family, in the same population, but most importantly, they differ markedly in their effect in other populations. Understanding this genomics and the expression of these genes and what they do, what we call functional genomics and precision medicine, will benefit everybody in the world, not only in the neglected areas, but in the affluent areas. Also, the importance of stressing the values of what is important and what's not important in our own Egyptian population is really, the scientists in particular, is essential to benefit the rest of the world, and to know that discovery, service, working hard, delivering new things, innovating, is essential for the country and for the world. So that's
how
what
about research, scientific research?
I've just said that innovation is innovation can only come from research. So giving people the opportunity for the latest forms, tools we have. There are so many tools being discovered all the time, and a lot of them are already becoming available in Aswan, like molecular biology, like genomics, like imaging, 3D, 4D imaging, like biomedical engineering. All that is available for the young people to innovate, to research into, to discover new things, to benefit their local populations, themselves, and the world.
What are your hopes for the new Aswan in the near future?
We're hoping that this will start later this year. It's going to cost a massive amount of money, and that is important to realize that it is not an easy task, and therefore it needs everybody to believe in the concept and contribute from different people, organizations around the world, because the benefit is going to be not only local, but I dare say global.
How do you think people can help?
I think it's very important to actually make people know about the existence of this project, and then already there are people coming to contribute intellectually and physically, and also materially. They give money, but also we need to have big organizations to actually believe in that and contribute to this. So the important thing is to make sure that people can see the size, the shape of what is this new Aswan going to do. That's essential. And from then on, I think things can move quite well.
What are the most cases that are treated in New Aswan?
I think I will need to come back to that. The types of diseases in Aswan which are being treated, there is a big repertoire of both congenital heart disease, and even congenital heart disease is of different types, and the genetics of that is also different because of consanguinity, people marrying their relatives, but also it is known that the type of phenotype and genotype of congenital heart disease differs in different parts of the world. So we see massive different types of congenital heart disease. There's also diseases of poverty, and one of them is rheumatic heart disease. And up to 20% of the workload of the Aswan Heart Center is to do with prevention and treatment of rheumatic heart disease, and with using the latest type of operations, balloon dilatation percutaneously for young people, pregnant young people, young ladies, and repairing valves rather than replacing them. And most importantly, actually doing molecular studies to see the genetic susceptibility, both in terms of the organism itself, what makes certain organisms, Streptococcus, rheumatogenic and others not, and also why certain families are more susceptible to develop the disease. That's all being studied in the Aswan Heart Center, but in collaboration with at least 22 other countries.